A video showing an Asian man hitting two Africans with a belt sparked a widespread outrage on social media. The incident location and time isn't clear, though it is widely believed to have taken place in Africa. In such videos, an African often stand by indifferent to the ongoing assaults. This behavior symbolizes and represents a larger problem across the continent, where the political elite, fattened by foreign money, create the environment for such violations to occur. This reminds me of a time when I was tricked and recruited to join a supposedly Pan-African digital media company, which I was told was 100% African funded, only to realize it was a lie. Even our script and videos were edited by non-Africans outside of Africa. Worse, I was once asked by a non-African to be filmed inside a cage in a supposedly Pan-African digital media company. Listen, I've broken down the story of this experience into short series which are already voice recorded and scheduled for the podcast. However, I'm considering creating video podcast instead. We shall see. By the way, I'm back to the mic podcasting Sharing African Stories from May 25th, which is Africa's Day and also my birthday. So check out the African Diary podcast section on YouTube. But back to this story. Look, I've always said on the African continent, the reason why some foreigners feel comfortable in engaging in certain behavior is because we have never given them a reason not to. That's why once in a while such videos surface out of nowhere and then we have to huddle up to show how outraged we are. Yet our country's policies let us down every step of the way. And beyond the African continent, do you even think an African would be foolish enough to dare attempt such nonsense without facing serious consequences? No. If we even look at the past 10 years across the continent, what has happened to foreigners who committed such crimes? The worst they got was deportation. Yes, they simply expelled them, sent them back to their country. The exception is one case that I'm aware of which took place in Rwanda. The perpetrator was given 20 years in prison, and the African who just stood by watching without doing anything was also tickled by the law. Now the slogan "China is colonizing Africa" re-emerged in the comment section for obvious reasons, because the perpetrator was Chinese. That's basic mathematics. You see an opportunity, you take it. But let's first set the ground before I continue. China ranks amongst America's top trading partners, while in Europe, Germany stands as the principal trader in other European nations and the United Kingdom. However, Germany's largest trading partner is China. Yet, we Africans are meant to believe that China-Africa partnership is bad just because it's China. I mean, okay, I don't want to debate if that's what the consensus is. In my village, they say, if you want milk from the lioness, you must be prepared to give it a piece of your limb. This is to say that the Chinese presence in Africa is not about saving Africans. That is an African problem requiring African solutions. Their presence in Africa is to secure Chinese interests. However, the question becomes, when African countries led by those in positions of leadership sign deals with China, are they securing African interest, or are they waiting for China to fight for African interest? If we find ourselves in positions where we can no longer repay loans that we voluntarily took, how is that China's problem? At which mountain did they hold a knife to our neck and force us to take the loan? I mean, are Africans the only country indebted to China? Remember, we are not fighting. I am just asking for my understanding. To me, it's like catching your partner with someone else in your house and then begin insulting and brutalizing that someone else. My question becomes, at what point did you and that someone else enter some sort of agreement? I mean, allow that someone else to leave so you can take your grievances to the person you were sharing the bed with, the person who broke the trust, not the stranger. Alternatively, have some respect for yourself, collect your loss, and then go. The Congo River hasn't dried out yet. There are still plenty of fish in that river. Like, share, subscribe, discuss, and contrast. Bye.
We, ni nini?